you're not on the field, court, or ice, you are on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall, delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Look, I'm all bundled up. Listen, I'm in recovery mode. Please don't tell my mama, even though moms is watching. Good evening to the CWall family. You guys, I miss you all. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tina. I see Tina said, welcome home. I am back. Yes, I am back. Not 110% as I would like to be, but here nonetheless. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, so much has happened in the last couple of weeks that I am starting to think that we can't go too long without seeing each other. Like, every time I go away, every time we're not together, everything goes down. Some not so good news, flat out bad news in the sports world, to some decent news. But everything, you name it, has gone down since we last saw each other, you guys. So we have to talk about everything, because this is just one of those weeks where, of course, with Super Bowl, it's a DMV sports show, but it was for special occasions. We definitely talk about the hot topics. So we got to go through Super Bowl. But before we even get to Super Bowl, we have to acknowledge, and I know this is something that we've all talked about it at nauseum, right? Mm-hmm. It's the tragic passing of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and 7 other of their basically just families like friends. They're friends like family. That was just devastating. And not to continue to belabor the point, because this is something that I think for years to come, it'll be one of those moments that will be like, where were you when you heard about the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash? And my brother is CWall team member Mazdak is who informed me, because we were on the phone. We were actually having a prayer call. And I heard my phone going off and everything. And as soon as we finished, we were talking, and then he mentioned it to me. Like, hey, are you seeing this? And we were both like, wait a minute. It's got to be a hoax. But unfortunately, as everyone, one of those situations where it makes you really understand and just appreciate life a lot more. Sometimes we get ourselves so bent out of shape over the small things, including our teams, right? You all have seen me bent out of shape on here about my teams and you all's teams and everything. But, this isn't time for that. It makes you realize what's important and what's not. And we all love our teams, but it is definitely a reality check. Definitely. For many of us, for sure. I don't know about you all, but definitely, absolutely, for myself. Of course, prayers for the family, prayers for everyone that's having a really hard time dealing with this, because I feel very just in all transparency and open and honest that this is hard. This has been very, very hard. So, prayers to everyone, prayers to anyone who's lost anyone and going through grief right now, because it's not easy. It's difficult, very, very difficult. So, with all of that being said, going down to Super Bowl was definitely a damper, right? You could feel just the sadness in the air. Of course, we didn't go to any event where Kobe Bryant wasn't mentioned. His name was mentioned in every single room. You all may have been following the CWall sports pages. Thank you to everyone who was following and keeping up with everything going on last week. But there were so many tributes to Kobe and Gigi and the other families that lost their loved ones all throughout the week. So it was a theme that really, it was hurtful. It was tragic, and everyone it was felt, especially early in the week. So I got down there, was it later Tuesday morning, and it was obvious that this was like a thing. And people were devastated by it. Especially our media colleagues coming from out west, coming from out the LA area. Folks were coming in late. It was just... So... I always have to acknowledge things like that, because I didn't see you all last week, and I'm gonna be honest with you all, I was having such a hard time with it that I was almost happy that we didn't have a show last week, because I was like, listen, this was gonna be way too difficult, and as much as I have to stick to DMV sports, there was just no way that I was going to do a show and not acknowledge Kobe Bryant. So I was almost happy not to be able to talk to you all, like, whoo, that was going to be a rough one. But we made it through it, and he will forever be the Mamba mentality. We all going to embrace our inner Mamba in everything and all that we do. It's very important, because we saw him do it with such ease, and he will be sorely missed for sure and for certain. So, moving on then, just to Super Bowl. I guess the 49ers. Gerard and Holly, 87, they guessed the 49ers. Joy from the CWall team guessed the Chiefs. Who did you guess? Did you say the Chiefs, Holly?
I don't remember. Little red guy.
Oh, Lord.
What's his name?
Holly don't know who she don't know. Never mind.
No, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Listen, I definitely remember Joy being all in with the Chiefs. I think if Cameron Mingo is watching, Cameron was down with the Chiefs. And so he was down with the Chiefs. And what a game. What a game, everybody. Oh, man. I mean, hey, listen. And this is why you don't post, right? I said, because at first I was like, well, you know what they say. Defense wins championships. Mm-hmm. And I just kept watching. I was so impressed with Patrick Mahomes. So very, very impressed, because I am big. You all will hear me say this all the time. One of the many things I say, because I say a lot, but one of the many things I say is, who are you in the face of adversity? And Patrick Mahomes was not having the best game at all. But let me tell y'all something. If you watched the game that I watched, oh, he was ready for that moment. And for a split second, I even said to myself, I'm watching this game, and I said to myself, is this moment too big for Patrick Mahomes? Is it too much? Then I was thinking to myself, okay, Kyle Shanahan, he's not going to go out like he did Falcons versus Patriots. He's not going to do what he did when he was the offensive coordinator. He's got a lead. He's going to keep the lead. That did not happen. Andy Reid, congratulations! He's so deserving of this. If he didn't coach his tail off on Sunday, because ever I said Andy Reid is out there coaching, and I mean the inner mamba for everybody, it just kicked in on the Chiefs. It kicked in, and they wore the 49ers down. They wore them down. Jimmy G didn't, he and I like Jimmy G. Don't get me wrong, I like him. But the Chiefs just, they pulled together, they kicked it in. And when you are 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter and do what we saw the Chiefs do, well deserved. That was too much fun to watch. I truly, truly enjoyed every bit of that. I really, really did. So congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. That was amazing. I truly enjoyed that. It was a very good Super Bowl. It was awesome. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm glad, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. From a home news perspective, you all have heard me consistently talk about the Redskins needing a tight end. And they still do. They need a tight end now. And if anybody would like to go and try out, please go and take yourselves down to Ashburn and walk in and tell them you want to try out. But no, seriously, they need a tight end. And you've heard me continuously talk about this. Vernon Davis is now retired. You gotta love the way he announced it in his commercial with Grunk, with his Golden Grunks commercial. So it's no doubt, and Vernon has already mentioned this, right, that he's interested in doing TV and all of that. And so, best wishes to Vernon Davis. He what a career. What a career. What a great guy. Y'all know how I am about great people. If you're a nice person and you're a great person, you all right with me. And he's absolutely all right with me, for sure. But the Redskins need a tight end. We're going to go back to what I was saying about the importance of a tight end before the Super Bowl. The two teams that were at the end, what do they have? And I'm laughing. Joy is making a little slick comments. I'm normally the shady one. The last few weeks, she's been beyond shady.
I mean, Jordan Reed.
But listen, it might be. Listen, y'all. Miami kind of tore me down. I'm barely making it out here, as you can see. But I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better already because I'm here with you all. So that's all that matters, you guys. That's absolutely all that matters. Very soon, in a few moments, I will have Jen Rodriguez from Team 980. She is such a gem. She called me on my cell phone because you all know how it goes when we are dealing in live streaming, live TV. You guys, sometimes there's technical difficulties, but we're going to keep going through the whole entire show. We're going to keep it going until we are finished. Literally on all of the topics. So you all make sure you are dropping all of the topics you want to discuss, because we're going to have a good old time and good old fun while we're doing this. So I might have to go back to the Redskins for a moment, even if we got some time when we get ready to close this out. So Jen will be calling in a moment to talk about the Nats, and I'll share a little bit of her background while we wait for her to call in. But she's been covering all the area sports for about 6 years, and this is her calling me now. Hey, Jen, I was just talking about you.
Oh, how are you? I was listening into the beginning, and then I had a call. I'm excited to be on. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're absolutely, listen, thank you for signing yourself up to be on the show. We're going to get you in here live, of course, but on the phone is just as great.
Yes, I'll definitely make it in there sometime, of course.
Yes, absolutely. I have to tell everyone, one of the times where I met Jen, and you all let me know if you all can hear me or not. I might have to bring it closer to the mic so you all can hear her. But I met Jen when the Mystics graced us with their championship run. I think that's where we met, and we just hugged and laughed it out, and we were all happy and cheering. And Jen does awesome coverage of all of the area teams. But as we know, when the football season ends, we know that baseball begins.
That's right. That's right. I remember when we first met. I was still very sleepless from all the sports going on, particularly National Baseball in the month of October. So I might have looked like a zombie when I met you. So thank you for talking to me then.
I was just like, hey!
Hey, it was an exciting day. It was, you can't beat it. Women in sports meeting each other after a championship with the Mystics. It was just historical. So, what better opportunity to connect, you know?
Yep, for sure. So, Jen, I have to ask, as you cover the Nats on a very consistent basis, how was it last year? Just going through that entire, from just being 19 and 31?
That point, I think you said this earlier, who you are when you're facing adversity really means everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did have a couple injuries very early on. Of course, it's never a good time for players to be injured, but I think in this case, at that time, Anthony Rendon was out. And so they were in a critical need of a good third baseman. They weren't hitting too good either. So I think all the pieces came together. Then later on, it just started clicking. Throughout the whole season, though, we still had some bullpen issues. So they definitely kept us on our toes with a lot of games. But things went their way, simply. And then, of course, we had the time when Davey Martinez, when we were concerned, he was having those heart issues. And that's another obstacle in this run that can, it's just a mood change, something in the locker room or in the clubhouse, let's say, for baseball, that really is can leave an impression on them. But I think the team got together. They came together when it really mattered. They were able to put together a complete game despite some errors. I know we had. I just can remember one because I love Howie Kendrick so much, but he had a couple of errors on the field that I know he was beating himself up for. But they were able to overcome that and really have guys step up at the right time. Plus, you can't deny they had a lot of really, really great talent. So it was just meant to be.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have to admit, I started to feel, maybe it was the wild card game when I said, oh boy, I'm getting that same feeling that I did when the Caps were on their way to the Stanley Cup Championship. It was that same energy. I was like, I think the baseball gods are on our side on this one. Yet I just felt like I wanted to have a panic attack every game still. But
yes, absolutely. This anytime a team can succeed in any city, it just makes everything so much better for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And it was incredible how many people I spoke with at a ballpark at a World Series game who had never really watched baseball, but they were there, and they paid the money to go watch the Nationals because baseball meant something to them. It brought excitement, and the amount of people I spoke to that were sleepless, including myself. I think I gained like 6 pounds within that time period just eating ballpark food. But I was okay because I was like, everybody else is doing this too. This is like normal. And but yeah, I mean, it was exciting. It was thrilling, and obviously it would have been nice. I think, for personal reasons, I would have loved. I covered all the home games. I didn't go on the road, but it would have been awesome to have the champagne showers in the clubhouse.
Oh, yeah.
To win the championship. But hey, we'll take it anyway. 7 games, historical. People who don't watch baseball engaging. It was just good for the city all around.
I absolutely agree. It was just pandemonium during the whole thing. It was really awesome. Oh, I would absolutely do it again. This town needs more championships. This is the best thing ever. And
I mean, hopefully this can be a snowball effect, and maybe all the other sports that are in a little of a need of a championship can kind of, snowball effect. And it showed also just other teams within the district just supporting each other, and that's that's the thing about sports that really brings everybody together, no matter.
Sure. Now, during this off season, we knew that there was a chance the Nats were not going to be able to keep both Strauss and Rendon, and unfortunately, Anthony Rendon is no longer a Washington National. Any thoughts that you want to share with everyone on just the overall pulse around that situation, and just what you think about it?
Yeah, well, let's just say they both, in a way, came out winning for sure. I think Nats fans naturally and the organization in general did make an effort to have both Anthony Rendon and who is an incredible third baseman and has ridiculously good hands, and a MVP, Steven Strasburg, who you can't deny his talents, and he's definitely a match for the remaining years of baseball. Both signed a 7-year contract for $245 million, so I think they're pretty set no matter whether they're on the national team or not. But yeah, I mean, I think in a few press conferences, Steven suggested that he had reached out to Anthony, and he really wanted Anthony to come on, and sometimes money talks, right? And I think this was one of those situations, and also possibly just he got what he needed here. He felt maybe like he did his time here. He wasn't too vocal about it. I know Anthony, though, was very, very happy and proud, happiest I've ever seen him, and I've been covering him for 5 to 6 years during the World Series time. He was focused, yet I saw a spark in him personality-wise. So I think, as Steven said, you have to do what makes you happy and what's best for you. And so, I'm always in support of players doing what can balance them. Yes, I think it would have been nice to have him on the Nats, of course, dream team, and we could repeat. But it is what it is now. They're both sitting pretty. Older bet, I'll say, are we signed a 1-year contract. We did lose Matt Adams, who was a good hitter for us. It was the Nats, to the Nets, and then Sada, who Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Who I'm still singing that song in my head. Who went to a team out in Japan. So at the end of the day, congrats to all of them, and it was good off season.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's so funny because I used to be completely annoyed by the Baby Shark song, of course, when they were losing. I was like, what is this? Can they please stop? But then it became like my favorite song. I was like, well, can we keep the song? Now I wanted to keep it.
It's funny what winning does. There's the things that you no longer like, you just need to adjust to it when you start seeing a championship around it. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Baby Shark for sure. So, Jenny, looking forward to the new season. What can fans expect? Do you have any pulse of what's going on? I know it's still very early.
Just what's going on now? What should we be looking for going into spring training?
Well, I still think that they have bullpen issues and bullpen, I won't say issues, but adjustments to make to just have a little bit more depth there.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely an issue during off season or during the playoff season and during regular season. I mean, Doolittle, who is a fabulous closer, definitely overworked. So they definitely need to do make sure that they have a little bit more depth there. Sure, re-signing of Daniel Hudson and with the 2-year deal, and Will Harris with the 3-year deal. They should be doing better there, but it's just all about building that. They have young guys around too, like Joe Ross, who have great Bill with Rendon, who not only has incredible hands as a third baseman and is very talented there, but he's also a very good hitter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now we're looking at Turner, Eaton, Juan Soto, and then kind of the rest is up in the air.
Right.
But it should be interesting. I mean, I'm excited to see the stories and all that stuff that comes from spring training. As you know, Dusty Baker's last job was with the Washington Nationals. Now he's with the Astros.
Yep.
And they share the same spring training facility in West Palm Beach. So it should be interesting to see how that goes, and then along to see how they adjust the lineup and the bullpen. I think those are the two big items.
Yeah, and my, how things come full circle, right? They'll be down in spring training with Dusty Baker, not with him, really, but with him.
Really, he'll be right over. Yeah, they'll be in the same vicinity. But like for Dusty Baker, I'm sure some of the players will definitely take the time to connect with him and meet coaches or whatnot. He is like all respect to Davey Martinez too. I only have great things to say about covering him, but Dusty Baker was phenomenal. What a wonderful man, and
awesome.
I just only wish him the best because, like I said, his last job was with the Nats, and that's been a little time now. So I'm happy he's back in a position where maybe he could chase something good. But also there'll be I think Astros Nats are 4th of July weekend, so that should be exciting.
That's going to be super exciting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait.
Circling it on my calendar right now, Jen. I need to be there.
Yes, me too. Hey, I'm going to make sure I'm covering that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Jen, we are wrapping up on our coverage with the Nats for tonight. Listen, I know this is the first time that you are on the show, but it will certainly not be the last.
Thank you. I can't wait. I really enjoy your work, and I see you on social media doing your thing.
Oh, look, you already know. And what was yesterday? National Women in Sports Day. So happy National Women in Sports Day to you. I see you doing your thing all the time. That's why I was like, I got to get Jen on the show. She knows what's up.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll be talking to you guys soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we will be chatting soon. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Sounds good. Take care.
All right, you too. All righty. Bye-bye. That was a lot. See, it's never a dull moment in DC sports. How could there be? How could there even be? How could there even be? So much excitement coming off of this Washington Nationals World Series championship. So much excitement. Listen, I think I should have asked Jen this, but I believe the home opener is Thursday, April the 2nd. So everybody take off work and go to the home opener. I don't know who they're playing. But go to the home opener. Everybody, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be an adult skip day. CWall said, an adult skip day. We're all going to the home opener.
Don't you tell your supervisor CWall said.
All I'm saying is the home opener for the Washington Nationals, the World Series champions. I think it's a must. I think it's an absolute must. I know I saw Mazdak say that he's going to be down there for a weekend at spring training. So Mazdak, I'm going to leave it up to you and Jen to let us know what's going on down there. So I can't wait. This is going to be exciting stuff. Really quick, I feel like I need to jump back to the Redskins really quick, only to tell you all that last week during Super Bowl coverage week, I'm going to tell you guys who was the most popular Redskin. I mean, current active Redskin, the most popular one. The most popular one, Terry McLaurin.
Yes.
Terry McLaurin.
Gonna give us some good football this season.
Yeah, some great football. Love his attitude, and everybody else loves him too. So yeah, Terry McLaurin. I had to tell you all that because I feel like that was so important. Like, I want everybody to know that Terry McLaurin, he is the person of the hour, straight up and down. Now I got to move on to the Wizards really quickly. Joy is over here in mourning. Normally it's me that's grief stricken.
I am.
Because Isaiah Thomas was traded and waived. Get traded and waived in the same day.
Moment of silence for IT.
Traded and waived in the same day. Does it rhyme? No, it doesn't.
But it's true.
You know what? I have to laugh. See, this is why sometimes I can't look at the comments. I don't know which question I'm being asked. Is he nice? But IT was nice. It was like, he is. Terry McLaurin is very nice too. Very, very nice young man. Very nice. Very good person. Thank you for people like him. But moving on to Isaiah. Let me find my notes on this one because, well, really there is nothing to say. I mean, he got traded for Jerome Robinson. Okay. And then Jordan McRae got traded for Shabazz Napier. May have said his name incorrectly. And you guys, I really don't have much to add. I don't know. That's the news. I more so wanted to talk about Bradley Beal getting snubbed from the All-Star game.
That was a big snub.
That was a huge snub, and I understand what folks say. Well, your team has got to be playing well, and your team has got to be winning. Hey, listen, Brad doesn't have anything to do. I mean, we're talking DMV sports, so we're talking about Brad, but Devin Booker got snubbed too. And y'all know I like Devin Booker. Anybody know I like him a lot. But Bradley Beal got snubbed, and he has nothing to do with how the team is constructed. Now, I did see a comment or two, because I've already skipped from the trades and all that because I don't know. I'll be here all night talking about stuff, and I don't even really know. I mean, I know what has been reported, and I'm appreciative of the reports, but I'm at a place where it's like, I'm tired of learning people's names. This has been a lot with this team and in trades and
And there's gonna be more.
What are we trading? What are we doing? Is it making anybody better? Are we just offloading contracts? It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into this.
What you said is key though. Offloading contracts because we're getting ready for the draft. And Lord knows we need a few good players.
We need something. A few good players. We need a team of good players. But, hey. That was ultimate shade. But anywho. Bradley Beal got snubbed. He absolutely got snubbed. And I'm not just saying that because number 3 is my guy. I'm just saying that because it's true.
It's true.
And I understand all of the, the team isn't winning. I think that's not cool. That's all I'm going to say. It's just not cool.
But it's the reason.
It's the reason, but it's not a good reason. But it is the reason. And of course he's frustrated. I mean, who wouldn't be? I did see a comment. I'm going to go back to this point. I did see a comment where someone said, but the Wizards have had winnable games. So if Brad was all like, like this and that, and he should have been in there, and been in the All-Star, why wouldn't he, why wouldn't they have won some of these games? If he's this ultimate scorer, then why hasn't those stats turned into W's? And that's a fair point. But Brad has been balling. I believe he got snubbed. Mm-hmm. That's all. And that's all I have to say about that. Lil Luka and the Dallas Mavericks are in town tomorrow night. I think they're having a concert tomorrow night too. Drew Hill and Mace, 90s concert. But while Brad did not make the All-Star team, Rui and Mo Wagner made the Rising Stars game. They'll be playing on Team World, so congratulations to them. And if anybody is going, I'm always going to plug sporting events because sports is awesome. So that Rising Stars game is very affordable. So if you're in the Chicago area or you plan on going to Chicago for the NBA All-Star game, trust me when I tell you. You can go look online right now. The Rising Stars game is extremely affordable, and it's a fun watch. I had a blast every time I've gone. I really enjoy that. So I would just encourage you all to go each and every time you can. And plus, there are some Wizards playing in that game, and I'm sure they would appreciate all of your support. For sure. Cameron, I see your comment. Brad is going to take them to the playoffs. It remains to be seen. I know the fire is lit under him. He's frustrated. He's extremely frustrated. Nobody likes losing, so that's one reason. But the All-Star snub was definitely a snub. So snub, slap in the face, whatever you like to call it. So there's that. There's that. You all, I think that's, I have pages and pages and pages of stuff for us to talk about, but we do have to sign off now. We definitely have to sign off, you guys. I was going to mess with Joy about her Howard University Bison basketball team, but she said,
but the football team got a new coach.
But the football team did get a new coach.
Hey!
So thank the Lord. So they hired Florida Titans coach Larry Scott.
We need it.
Better days are ahead. I want him to do well. What do y'all know? What else do y'all know about me? I'm an HBCU fanatic, so I want them to do well. We don't have to have the whole real HU conversation. It's okay.
It's too good.
All I'm saying is, I'm glad they got a new football head coach. They might get a new basketball head coach here soon. So, there's that. You all, listen. I really did miss you guys last week. And as you all can see and know and hear, there's a lot that goes on in this area in sports. And when we miss, we might have to fix this. Because I have a whole college basketball segment. I haven't even talked about the Caps. And how Alexander Ovechkin is just out of this world. In everything that he's been doing here lately on the ice. Love him so much. Who doesn't? So I haven't even got to all that. We need to see y'all more. Put that bug in you all's ear. We might need to start seeing you guys a little bit more during the week, because I'm telling you. Oh wait. This is why I do need to look at the comments. Russ is keeping me honest. Thank you, Mr. McRae. There is a wizard in the 3-point contest in the NBA. Joy, why you didn't remind me? Because you don't want to talk about the Wizards. Because she's upset.
They did wrong.
That IT, I don't know. Who we play for? CWall? Maybe. May as well. Davis Bertans is in the 3-point contest. But so is Damian Lillard. And there's that.
He's gonna try.
Good luck to Davis. Davis is all right with me too. All of them are. It's all good. It's all good things, you guys. Listen, sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying, but I do appreciate that reminder because it was in my notes, but I just started losing it a little bit. Started giving way a little bit, you guys. But look, I've got to jump back to Alexander Ovechkin. Listen, watch hockey. Watch the Caps, okay? Alexander Ovechkin, he's one of those. When I start talking about all the great talent we have in this area and folks that are going down in history, he is absolutely like Mr. Hockey. He has his place in hockey, and I just can't even explain it. He's incredible. So watch the Caps, support the Caps, go to a hockey game if you have not been already. It's not that cold in there. Bundle up, similar to how I'm bundled up right here. It is such high energy. Caps fans roll deep. So it's not like this stuff that we would see at FedEx Field, where everybody is the teams of the other, fans of the other team all in the building and nobody cares. Oh no, Caps fans are serious about their hockey and they're serious about their team and they are loud and fun and just enjoying themselves the whole entire time. So that was my plug for hockey. I'm always going to plug sporting events. Also, DC Defenders, Audi Field this Saturday. You guys need to be there. Okay? Listen, if it's something sports related, I'm going to tell you to go. Unless it's raining outside. And I've been out there in the rain and snow and ice for some of these folks around here. So, at any rate, are there any more questions? It's like, no, we started late. We had some technical difficulties. So, as always, thank you all so much for bearing with us and watching the show and tuning in. I did really miss you guys. Super Bowl beat me down. Miami beat me down. But soon I will be back to 110%. Here soon because I have to get myself back right. So until next time, you guys, I'm sure there will be more to discuss and talk about. But yeah, we might really have to. Mazdak is on, Sherrod is on, Joy's in the room, CWall team. We need to deliberate because too much is going on in sports and we only talk once a week. So we might need to increase that. I went ahead and said that live on air because that means that holds me accountable to making sure it happens. At any rate, see you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you next week.
You're not on the field, court, or ice. You're on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall, delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it make them mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.